What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We all know I bought an SRT4. Now what do we do with it? What's the purpose of it? I know everybody doesn't have to have a purpose to buy a car. Sometimes you just buy it because you want it, and wanting it is the purpose. There's a deeper purpose to this car, okay? The update that I should be bringing next week, which is going to be the biggest update I've ever brought to the channel and probably ever will bring to the channel, is a big reason to why I purchased this car. Not to mention the price was right and the condition for the price was right. So that really worked out for me to get this car. Now, what are we going to do with it? Now, that's a bigger question than why I bought it, to be quite honest with you, because, I mean, we've all seen it. And if you haven't seen it, it still needs quite a bit of TLC. I'm not going to pop the hood and go through that. This hood and this fender are different colors than the rest of the car. They're almost completely sun bleached. They're pink from being sun faded. The rest of the car ain't too bad. Like I say, there's some places the paint is kind of poopy. But all in all, for a $2,100 SRT4 that I can turn a key, it'll fire up. And I can take it down the road. It doesn't have second gear, if you missed that video. It does, but it doesn't, okay? It exits the check quite frequently, and it's just not very good. So it does have some issues. So I sat down and kind of thought about what I wanted to do with it. Now, I had no intentions, or let me say I had no plans for this car before purchasing it or during purchasing it, other than it having a lot to do with the big update. And I really hadn't even been looking for one. I just was riding around that morning doing my route with my landscaping and lawn care job. And I'm like, man, this would go really good with the big update. I hit up a buddy of mine. He said, man, I know where there's one for $2,000. I hit up the guy. We didn't land on $2,000 immediately. We worked our way down. We got to it. And then this thing wound up in my yard. And so, but this has a lot, this has a lot to do with the big update. It's one of the biggest reasons I purchased it. I didn't expect to make a deal that fast when I got a hold of him. The price was right and everything. Now, what are my plans for it? Well, I've always liked turning things into drag cars. And I have a Nova, a 74 Nova, if you haven't seen it on the channel, which is being built specifically for that. So this doesn't need to be a drag car. And I'm also in V8 country. So this thing serving a purpose as a drag car, it just wouldn't be a purpose that it can easily serve. For this thing to be able to compete around here, I would have to throw a lot of money at it. And I really just feel like that money would be better invested in the Nova. So that only really leaves one thing in my book to do with it. These things are getting more and more rare. And being that Miller Import Parts buys these things like crazy and parts them out, and once he gets a hold of one, you can't get it back. Like, it's going to be crushed no matter what. He will not sell you the chassis. It just ain't happening. Not knocking him, it's his business, it's what he does. I get it. But it does kind of strangle the supply of these cars a little bit. So, good news is, because of him, we can get parts pretty easy. So, after really thinking about that, and what I wanted to do with the car, what we're going to do is we're going to restore it. And I know, you look at something like this, and the word restore doesn't quite fit well. But then you really think about it, it's a 20-year-old car at this point. It's an 05, it's 2015. It's not new anymore. As a matter of fact, we got to pull the transmission out to fix second gear anyway. And I'm probably going to run a compression test on the motor, because we don't even know if it's the same engine. We need to know how healthy it is. It might be healthy as can be because it's not the original engine. We really don't know. The compression test can tell me a little bit more about it. Being 201,000 miles, if the compression test comes up healthy, there's really no way to justify, or, other than looking at numbers, which I'm not going to go through all that. I don't care that much. Whether that's the original engine. At that point, it almost can't be the original engine. But something else that I've also run into, which I didn't expect, parts for these cars are getting more and more scarce, aftermarket parts, and they're a lot more expensive than they were when I built the first car. And I guess that's due to supply and demand. I mean, I don't know. There's just not a lot of supply, apparently, and I don't reckon there's that much demand, which kind of the opposite of what it should be, I guess, for that price. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this thing up. It is already on coilovers. I'm going to throw these D2s away. They're not in the best of shape. They're not in bad shape, I guess. I haven't really looked at the bodies of the coilovers. Anybody local in North Carolina want a $100 set of coilovers? I wonder if I can see these from the trunk. Now, I imagine these are in much better shape than the... You got to be kidding me. Hold on a second. Okay, no, it's got D2s in the back. I thought they were just like regular shocks, like cools in the... I was like, for it to sit like that. So, I want to see what shape they're in. 100, 150 bucks. Maybe not even that. Maybe just 100 bucks. I'll have these D2s for sale. I'm going to throw just a generic set of eBays on it. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just what I'm going to do. I don't know how long these D2s have been on there. And if they are in good shape, somebody could get more use out of them than me just slamming the car with them. Which I'm not going to completely slam it, but I've already got a nice set of wheels picked out for it. We're going to fix the paint situation on the hood and the fender here. There's also a nice place right there on the door. I'll just get you over there. Where she's missing some paint. Like, you can see the color difference here. So we're going to clean all that up. We're also missing that door panel piece. Hopefully Miller can help me out with one of them. He might want to sell me the whole doohickey. Whole skirt. I don't need that. But we'll see. And we'll go from there. Like, that's kind of my plan right now. I do plan on putting some power adders in it. I noticed the parts supply thing when I ordered an intercooler. That intercooler is ugly as sin. It's not in bad shape. I don't like black intercoolers. I like them being nice and aluminum, just nice. And that doesn't fit the bill. Like, it's not in bad shape. This is actually the exact intercooler that was on the put on the first Neon, the nice, pretty, brand new intercooler. This is the brand that I used, was Godspeed. And back then, I think I paid 150 bucks for that intercooler. The intercooler I have in here, I paid close to 300 for. And it's no different than that one. It just looks better. And yes, I know some people are like, well, it still works. It does, but it doesn't look the way I want it to. It's my car. I'm not happy with it, so I'm not going to use it. So, yeah, deal with it. But anyway, I think that's our plan. We'll know a little bit more about it when we get time to dig into it. Right now, my business is so busy, I haven't got a whole lot of time to tinker with the car. Matter of fact, there's some things in the last video people pointed out that I didn't really notice because I haven't had a chance to look at the car really thoroughly. We just checked out the overheating problem and a couple little things. That's really been it. But I wanted to kind of give y'all guys an update of what the plans are for the car. And those are not set in stone. We're not turning it into a drag car, though. I can pretty much tell you that. Now, will I make a pass in it at some point? Possibly. But as far as it being like a dedicated drag car, that's just not going to happen. But anyway, this has been today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The content might seem a little dry right now, but it's about to get a whole lot better. Just wait till we get to the update, guys. Just let us get to the update. Anyways, we'll catch you guys on the next one, and we'll see you later.